What you can and cannot drink during intermittent fasting, the complete guide. You're doing intermittent fasting, you're being disciplined, you're sticking to your eating window. But what you're drinking between meals could be quietly erasing all of your results, and you'd have no idea. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly what's acceptable, what's not, and why, so you don't spend months figuring this out the hard way. The core principle. The entire goal of fasting is to get insulin as low as possible. When insulin is low, you burn fat, trigger autophagy, and get all the profound benefits fasting provides. Anything that spikes insulin breaks your fast. But here's an important nuance most people miss. Pure fat doesn't spike insulin, and fiber doesn't spike insulin. However, consuming dietary fat during a fast means your body burns that fat for fuel instead of your stored body fat. You stay in ketosis, but you stop losing weight. Keep that distinction in mind as we go through the list. Water, yes, always yes. But quality matters. Tap water contains plastics, hormones, pesticide residues, fluoride, and chemical disinfectants. Fluoride specifically affects thyroid function and can cause skin reactions through shower exposure as well. Get a filter. Even a basic Brita is better than nothing. Spring water is best. Naturally carbonated mineral water like Pellegrino is excellent, minerals included. Drink slightly more water than usual when fasting. And if you're prone to kidney stones, aim for at least 2.5 liters of fluid daily. Apple cider vinegar, yes. A tablespoon in your water a few times a day is highly recommended. It improves blood sugar stability, supports digestion, helps mineral absorption, and feeds the microbiome in your gut. Use a straw if you're concerned about enamel. And drink at any time. Timing doesn't matter much. Fresh lemon juice in water, yes. Fresh lemon juice contains citrates, which inhibit oxalate formation and significantly reduce kidney stone risk. It also supports liver and gallbladder function and provides phytonutrients with broad health benefits. Important, this only applies to fresh squeezed lemon juice. Bottled, pasteurized lemon concentrate has had most of its beneficial compounds destroyed by heat. Black coffee, yes. Black coffee will not bump you out of ketosis or fasting, but keep it to 1 cup in the morning. Excess caffeine throughout the day disrupts sleep, and poor sleep raises cortisol. And elevated cortisol slows fat loss significantly. Also, invest in organic coffee. Coffee beans are among the most heavily pesticide-sprayed crops in the world. Bulletproof coffee, maybe. Butter or MCT oil added to coffee won't spike insulin or bump you out of ketosis. But it will stop your body from burning stored fat because it burns the dietary fat first. My recommendation, use Bulletproof coffee in the beginning of your fasting journey. It makes longer fasting windows more comfortable, supports cognitive function, and helps your brain generate ketones during the transition. But once you're fully adapted, if weight loss slows, remove the added fat from your coffee and just use a small amount of cream. I've seen this single change restart weight loss in people who were completely stalled. If you're lean and primarily fasting for brain and longevity benefits, Bulletproof coffee is excellent. Half and half versus whole cream, maybe. Half and half has about 1.6 grams of carbs per 2 tablespoons. Whole cream has 0. If you're optimizing strictly, use whole cream. But realistically, the amounts involved are small enough that this is a minor point. I rotate between both. Tea, yes. Green tea and herbal teas are excellent during fasting. They contain phytonutrients that support metabolism, blood sugar regulation, and have antioxidant and anti-cancer properties. Even heated, many of these compounds survive. Just watch the caffeine content, especially if you're sensitive or drinking tea later in the day. Caffeine close to sleep will raise cortisol and slow fat loss. Electrolytes without sugar, yes, essential, non-negotiable. When fasting, you lose electrolytes, and running low causes fatigue, dizziness, muscle cramps, and weakness. Choose electrolyte powders sweetened with stevia or monk fruit, with 0 sugar and no maltodextrin. Check the label carefully. Maltodextrin is a hidden sugar that spikes insulin despite being labeled as a sweetener additive. Also consider supplementing B vitamins, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids while fasting. Your body still needs these nutrients even when you're not eating. Diet sodas with artificial sweeteners, no. Aspartame and similar artificial sweeteners damage your microbiome. A disrupted microbiome indirectly drives insulin resistance, which undermines everything you're trying to achieve with fasting. Exception: sodas sweetened exclusively with stevia or monk fruit are fine. Bone broth, no. Bone broth contains approximately 5 grams of protein per cup. Protein triggers insulin. Consuming it during your fasting window will break your fast and pull you out of autophagy. Save bone broth for your eating window. Non-dairy creamers, no. These are filled with industrial chemicals, seed oils, and additives. Avoid them entirely, not just during fasting, but always. Coconut water, no. Despite its reputation as a healthy electrolyte drink, coconut water contains 11 to 16 grams of sugar per serving. That will spike insulin and erase your fasting progress. Coconut milk is different. Certain brands contain as little as 1 gram of carbs. That falls into the maybe category depending on your sensitivity. Branch-chain amino acids and pre-workout drinks, no. These are proteins. Protein spikes insulin. BCAAs will pull you out of ketosis, stop fat burning, and shut down autophagy. Plain electrolytes without protein or sugar before a workout are fine. Everything else, save for your eating window. And here's an important note. Combining fasting with low-carb eating and exercise creates the deepest ketosis possible. Don't undermine that with pre-workout supplements. Alcohol, no. Even keto-friendly alcohol with no added sugar is damaging during a fast. Alcohol is processed as a toxin by your liver, and a taxed liver cannot efficiently support fat metabolism, ketosis, or autophagy. In any amount, alcohol undermines your fasting results. Regular milk, no. 1 cup of milk contains 12 grams of carbohydrates with 0 fiber. That's 12 grams of net carbs, more than enough to spike insulin and break your fast. The fat from milk, in the form of butter, cream, or half and half, is a completely different story and perfectly acceptable. Your fasting drink summary. Always yes. Water, apple cider vinegar, fresh lemon juice, black coffee, herbal and green tea, sugar-free electrolytes. Conditionally yes, Bulletproof coffee early in your journey, whole cream or half and half in small amounts, unsweetened coconut milk. Always no. Diet sodas with aspartame, bone broth, non-dairy creamers, coconut water, BCAAs and pre-workout drinks, alcohol, regular milk. Get this right, and your fasting window becomes as powerful as it's designed to be. Get it wrong, and you could be investing hours of discipline every day for results that never fully arrive. Now you know exactly what to do.